Hey, it's Terry. How about that? It's Terry. It's me. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the very first broadcast of It's Terry. I decided to keep it simple. I have been broadcasting here on these platforms for about 6 years, and I've had a great time doing it, a great time doing it. But now, as we go into the future, I have to tell you that I need to do more videos like this, which are pre recorded and we're just chatting about cool stuff. So I hope you'll join me. My name is Terry. I'm a pop icon, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer. I've done Muppets. And in the future, I can talk about several of these things and share several of these things with you. But it won't stop there. It's going to continue with a few things that in my life that I would like to show you, but also discuss with you because there's a few opportunities, and I think you might like it. You know, you might enjoy it. For example, here is one of my sculptures. I do a lot of these fun little sculptures, little figurines that you can purchase on my website, and all you have to do is go to let me just pop it up here. You go to TerriHarden.com. That's it right here. And you can go to the online store and see what I've got. I've got pins and all kinds of things that I've created with my own little hands. No 3D printing, no AI assisted. It's all just me and my sculpting. I've been sculpting for over 40 years and I love it. I work in clay. And if you don't know what clay is, this is clay. There it is, right there. We'll put it right here and show you. It is a little block of clay. But that's it. This is my favorite clay right here. And in the future, I will be showing you some fun things, some progressions, some fun things that I do, and things like that on this channel. I hope you will subscribe because I am now going to post when I post. I will upload it when I have something cool to show you. And so hit the little bell so you'll be notified if you're interested in checking it out. And I thank you in advance if you're joining me today and going, well, what is she talking about? There you go. So today I know I'm kind of, I just wanted to talk about the Academy Awards and the SAG Awards. I spend a lot of time under a hot light sculpting and painting, and I have to admit I'm not the most savvy when it comes to certain announcements and things, but my husband is. And this year, my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies that I've seen this year, and I am with the Screen Actors Guild. I am a puppeteer and an actor, and I'm with the Screen Actors Guild. I'm actually a member, so it's not a thing that well, let me just say this again. It is a thing that I dreamt in doing. And I learned, I fought hard to get it, and I've done it for a long time. I joined the Screen Actors Guild in 1979. Ooh, some of you weren't even born yet. Yikes. But my point is this. Uh, it was something that I went for, something that I fought for, worked very hard to do, and we got in, and I've been a member SAG ever since, and I've been an active voting devoted member of the Screen Actors Guild for some time. And right now is our voting period of time where they send you the opportunity to stream a lot of these movies, one of them being my favorite movie, The Brutalist. Did I not say that? The Brutalist. Okay, so I was really surprised that The Brutalist was one of my favorite movies because this movie is 3.5 hours long, but it has an intermission. But I really, really love this movie. And Adrian Brody is a very, very good actor. He's a very, I look at him as a wise actor because he's not always doing like anything and everything that comes his way. He seems to be, and I don't know him personally, but it seems that he's very, very careful in his choices that he makes. And this one is amazing. It is a 3.5 hour movie, just under 3.5 hours, with an intermission, which to me is reminiscent of the days when I used to go to the movie theater and there was such a thing as an intermission. So that touched my heart, which has nothing to do with the movie. But thank you for being so kind in realizing that sitting nonstop through 3.5 hours is not easy. But there's this huge controversy about AI and what they use, how they used it in this film. And I'm going to tell you straight up, if you haven't met me or know me or talked to me, I'm a little with the AI, okay? Because one of the things that I have seen is that people will write something artistic. They'll say dinosaur with 5 legs and ibex horns with skin like a panther, and AI will generate this art with this stuff. But the thing that I think a lot of these people don't think about, or maybe you do and just don't care, I don't want to accuse you of that, but when people do this, it steals the intellectual property of other artists like me. So I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. I really go crazy when someone says, "Look what I did with AI," because it really upsets me. Where did those pieces of art come from and why is that happening? Okay, so just know this is merely to establish that I am not all pro AI. I do think AI would be great if, in the case of, I have a I have a document and I need to sort of consolidate it. Hello, AI, can you help me consolidate it yet say the same thing? Okay. Taking my work and helping me make my work and myself progress, as opposed to taking things from other artists and showing me examples of other artists with any suggestion that I might make. Just drives me crazy. It's someone else's intellectual property, and they don't have a say in it, you know? And many photographers who have posted their work on, say, Instagram, et cetera, are speaking out and saying that they'd rather go to galleries where they put it in a brick and mortar studio and let people walk in and take a look at the photos that they're doing live. How cool is that? That's what I used to do in my day. And I love that, where you saw the art on the wall, you got to feel the impact from the artist. Super cool idea. Super cool idea. So I think AI can be very beneficial, but I'm always saying approach with caution. Please approach with caution. Please don't dive in and open that Pandora's box without thinking about the negative aspects of what AI could be. Okay, I'm really much into science fiction, and if you've watched any of the past science fictions that involve AI, it's a little chilling. It's a little scary. It's a lot scary. It's a lot scary. Stories like Scarlett Johansson's voice being taken from her without her permission. You just don't want that happening. You just, I don't care who you are. You want that, you want to be able to give permission to do that. Moving back to this movie, The Brutalist. Okay. Now, has excuse me, I'm just going to fix something here. The Brutalist has gone under the gun because they used a bit of AI to help with the accent in the language that they speak, both Adrian and his co-star. But what we're learning, and I love this movie, I've seen it twice. Can you believe it? 7 hours of my time gone. Is that most of the time they speak the language, they're not on camera speaking it. It's in the back, and it was just done to tweak it just a bit so that it would not jump out and attach, people who are of this nationality, attach on their face like a face hugger and make them crazy. Okay. Mispronunciations, speaking of words, especially if you're, Anglo or you don't speak these languages. It's just a little bit. Now, the reason I wanted to point this out to you is because I'm going to pull up something here that's very, very important. And I'm going to post it for you to go check. All right. Because I think you are going to seriously love this. So let me just take a minute here, guys, and give this to you, because I think you're going to really love this, and I'll explain to you what it is. I should have done it before, forgive me, um, so that you don't have to watch me typing. But while I'm typing, I will just share with you that this kind of a thing, people can blow it out of proportion. Social media is so accessible that you sometimes get the story without all of the content. We don't have a lot of time. So because we don't have a lot of time, um I'm almost there. Uh, is that an L? L. I'm just taking, I don't want to give you a bad link. I want to give you a good link. And I'm hoping it's a good link. Because, I wanted to donate for the fires. I live in California and I wanted to donate for the fires. And I used a link to connect. And oh my goodness, the link sent me into oblivion. So I had to be a real bulldog to get to it because I think it's a great site, but the links didn't work. So I don't want to do that to you. So let me just make sure that I did this right. Because me and technology, let me just tell you, it's not my forte. I'm serious, you know. I'm just checking it. Oh, yeah, it says it's the right one. Okay, we're going to add that banner and we're going to pull it up for you because I want you to see this. I just put it up there, but now where is it? Oh, there it is right there. Okay, cool. All right. So, used very minimally and mostly in voiceover. Now, there is a program called Pro Tools, and it is with a what would you call it? Platform called Avid. And with Avid, you can tweak this stuff all the time just to make things sound better or look better. It's an amazing program and it has the coolest keyboard ever. Oh, I'm digressing. But they didn't have enough time to do that. So they decided to do just a teeny tiny bit of AI to help make this movie so that people who are this nationality don't get bam, And let me tell you something. As a puppeteer, when I see really bad puppetry, bam, right like a frying pan into the face. I can no longer watch the movie. A lot of times I can see where the lip sync and the bad puppetry has come because in post, that's after the actors have gone home, they decide rather than to do subtitles, they're going to dub in English the mouth things like they did in one of the early Star Wars films. I know these puppeteers are just going mad because there was supposed to be subtitles. And then, later in the film, when they've gone home, someone decided not to do that, just to put words in their mouth. And then it looks like these puppeteers can't, puppeteer their way out of a paper bag. Makes me crazy. Just bleh. Okay. So this is what they did with the Brutalist. They did not want people to be distracted. The story is so good. They want it to flow and move and go forward. And I think it's great. Plus, guys, this movie should be Best Picture because some of the acting in it has no words. This is an official trailer, a Brutalist official trailer from A24. And this is one of my favorite scenes in the movie where he sees his friend. There is no dialogue. And he is so good. This is such a good scene. This is a scene that and it's near the beginning. And it is just beautiful. His facial expression. Adrian has this incredible ability to emote without words. And this is my favorite kind of acting. Alfred Hitchcock once said that if you can watch a movie silently and get the idea of what it's trying to tell you, you've got a real good film on your hands. And Adrian does a lot of that, a lot of introspective, a lot of acting without words. So I don't want people to blow off this movie because it's got AI. People like me who would go AI, bleh, because we are a little upset with how, myself included, how AI seems to be running at such a fast rate that we just want people to approach to remember, with caution, guys, with caution. We're excited about AI too, but with caution. The last thing you want to do is to unlock your house using AI, and AI says, I have decided that you are unworthy to live in this house, and lock everything down. Okay? I know it's science fiction right now, but that's that's a very important thing. Okay? So, I want to tell you about an amazing man that I found on YouTube. He's a critic, and I happened to just catch him and what he had to say about uh about this whole incident, this whole Brutalist controversy. So, here is the link to his video right here. Here is the link to his video, and his name is Dan Murrell, Murell. And I want you to just do me a favor, click on this link or copy this link and go to YouTube, or YouTube dot, type his name in, Dan Murrell, and look for this video, The Brutalist. He's a critic, and what he does is he digs deep. I was going to try and do this myself today, but I was fascinated by his work. I thought he did a great job in explaining and showing you as a critic, because he's a very mindful person. Because, like me, okay, he's a critic that reviews lots and lots of movies for a living. Yeah. But I'm an actor, performer, and artist, etc., who certain times a year with the Screen Actors Guild, I am given the opportunity to vote for the Screen Actors Guild Awards, which is happening for me right now. So Dan and I are both privy to early viewings of most of these movies. Often we can actually go to certain places and actually hear the actors talk about what the experience was like. Well, today I happened upon his YouTube video, which is right here, and I just thought it was brilliant. I thought it really helped explain, kind of, you know, clear up this controversy, this screaming about AI. And I just don't want The Brutalist to suffer, because I really think it's Best Picture of the Year. I've watched all 10 pictures the Academy has nominated and then some. And I have to say that it's my favorite. First of all, the 3 hours, you don't even feel it. The over 3 hours, you don't even feel it. I'm not kidding. The movie flows so well. The editing is so tight. It's so compelling. It's almost as good as reading a book. But I have to tell you, it's so amazing. And please don't deprive yourself of seeing one of the better movies. One of the best pictures of this year. It is incredible. If you're an artist, especially like myself, it just dazzles you. It's just, he does a great job. Everyone in the cast does a great job. I fell in love with this movie, and it was really breaking my heart when they talked about AI. One more thing before I go, and I just really wanted to give my pitch for this movie, and also for Dan Murrell, because I just think his critiques are very thoughtful and understanding, and not necessarily. Sometimes he'll get sharp. Of course he will. He's a critic. But the point is this movie, he believes, like I do, it's a really amazing movie. And we'd hate to see the Academy Awards not vote for this movie. Now, if they don't vote for this movie, it's because maybe they thought another movie was more worthy of the Academy Award. That's different. That happens. There's 10 movies up. But if you're doing it because you're angry with AI, I think you need to delve into the story deeper. And here's a quick way to do it. Dan Murrell, DAN Murrell, and this is the link directly to his video. So please check it out. The reason this is something that they should have done, and I'm glad they did, the filmmakers who made The Brutalist, is because there's another movie that I really liked, Emilia Perez. But the Latino community is angry because apparently apparently this movie kind of just took license, their own license, and created this movie and created apparently accents and things that just don't fit with the Latino community. Remember what I told you about the frying pan to the face? Well, now people who speak these languages that are in Amelia Perez and behave in certain ways that are illustrated in this movie say, no, this is not how it happened. This is upsetting to us. Why did you do it this way? Why didn't you ask us? I don't know. I don't know. Why didn't they ask them? Now, I mean, I speak un poquito Spanish, and Latin is not my thing. And Spain Spanish, and anyway, all of those Latin beautiful rhythmic languages that I've come to love. Uh, I would be upset too. I would be upset too. I get twingy when the news people call it San Pedro. It's San Pedro. It's not that hard. We have a street called Sepulveda, Supplavita. Where does that come from? Do you see what I mean? You just, it's things that you think won't matter much, but yet think of words that people might say for you that make you go, and maybe you can understand why this particular movie is irritating so many people. But just like Dan Morel says, take a minute to know the true story. And if you don't have that kind of time, go see his channel. He's got a great YouTube channel. I'm not following him. He is in no way, we don't know each other. I just really, really, I came upon him when I was looking to find out, because remember what I said in the beginning, I'm under hot lights um, sculpting characters and little things like that from films that I've been in. So I've done, or with companies I've worked on, and those pieces are available. But uh, yes, those kind of things can upset and irritate you. And I'm sure if you think about it, there's certain things that assumptions that people may make about you or your culture that is just wrong. And so when they do a movie and people use media as like truth so much, it can be frustrating. You know, why not get a decent puppeteer to do decent puppeteer stuff? Why not get, um, you know, I just think it was really nice to think that, we don't want the language to upset those who speak it. So let's just we would have done it in Pro Tools, but we just had to get the movie out. So this is my Cliff Notes version of what Dan Morel talks about, but go and check out this, link and make your own decision. But he just does such a great job here to let you know about The Brutalist. And I know you're not voting, but maybe it'll get on the ears of someone who is voting, because March 2nd is the Academy Award date to show. And the Screen Actors Guild, I believe, is February 22nd, I think. We're doing the SAG Awards. I should know, because being a SAG person, I'm not going. That's for, the elite, like the Academy Awards are for the elite, the who's who, you know. But I love them. I watch them, and I love it when they pick one that I absolutely adore, movies that I adore. I haven't missed them since I was 3. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me just show you one last pictures of this thing. This one. Oh gosh, this gets my heart every single time. This just moves me to no end, guys. This movie, he just does such great silent stuff. You're gonna watch some of his, like I said, a lot of this movie, there's no dialogue, and when someone can act without dialogue, I'm in. I'm in. I can't say enough about it. There are other films that are very good too. But today I just wanted to do my pitch for The Brutalist. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. And I hope you like the new logo if you've been with me before. This is just because Terry TV sort of evoked, I mean, it was good for what it was, but you always got to change stuff up a little bit. But the bottom line was it sort of evoked an interview situation. Many of you who have a TV channel like Bob Gurr or many others like that, they're interviewing someone else. And I don't do interviews. I basically barely have time in my fun, exciting sculpting and painting schedule to to have the opportunity to jump on and talk to you. So I now it's going to be jump on when I can. So hit that little bell. You honor me by sitting here and watching it today. What, 8 of you? Tell your friends. Anyway, I hope this will be more fun for you. For me, I'm working towards semi-retirement. No artist really retires. So this is kind of why I wanted to do something a little different with this. It's Terry. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's fun for you. And until next time, do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for